Johnny! This video comes to you today in 4 parts. So for part 1, we're gonna go back in time. The wall is time. And I'm gonna show you parts of this quick little video I made when I was super aggravated with my printer. I am getting ready to go to apply to like 20 different jobs. And so before I did that, I figured it would be a good idea if I printed out my resume. So I plugged in my printer that has been working wonderfully for me all year, and it just is like, and it won't work. And then finally it decided to do something, and then it just prints out this this graph. Just prints out a graph. Nothing I can make sense of. Just, it doesn't like me. So we're gonna fight with the printer some more. So at that point, I continued to fight with the printer for a good 15-20 more minutes. I was already like 2 hours late leaving than I wanted to. So I set out to fight with the printer some more, and I hit it again, and it printed out another graph. I didn't even know what it was. It wasn't a graph I printed. I think it was just doing some magical diagnostic test, or it was trying to communicate to me. Either way, the printer doesn't like me, and it knows when I need to get somewhere or do something, and it only ever does this when I'm annoyed or when I'm rushed. Like, I had a final paper to print, you know, right at the end of a class that I had, and it would be, oh, you want to print this reading? That's fine, but you want to print a 6-page final paper. Whoa. I need more toner. So that's kind of how printers are. They're inherently evil. Part 2, job applications. Since I was applying at all these restaurants, I would think that I would be more likely to, not saying that I'm careless, but more likely to perhaps injure myself while working at a restaurant or lifting stuff at a furniture store. But the last place that I come to is like a jewelry store, and they have this little section like emergency contact. And it struck me as funny. Maybe it was because I had already filled out like 18 applications. But it just struck me as funny that the first place that asked for an emergency contact is this little tiny jewelry store. Not like a furniture store or a restaurant. I thought it was funny. Part 3 is about Facebook, my personal favorite. So we know Facebook was founded and created by Mark Zuckerberg when he was like 19 or 20 out of his dorm room at Harvard. He later dropped out. So we know that Facebook is constantly updating its privacy settings and sometimes drives its users, often myself included, crazy. With the recent servicing of this old IM chat log, it appears as if Mark Zuckerberg has always been a little bit lax with personal security and information. Okay, so I'm going to read this while I'm chatting with you. I'm going to post this later in the doobly-doo so you can read it also if you'd like. When I say the doobly-doo, I mean the comment box in the bottom. John Green and fellow nerdfighters have used that in reference to it before. The following exchange is between a 19-year-old Mark Zuckerberg and a friend shortly after Mark launched the Facebook in his dorm room. Just so you know, the Facebook is capitalized. Zuckerberg, or shortened to Zuck. Yeah. So if you ever need any info about anyone at Harvard, just ask. I have over 4,000 emails, pictures, addresses, SNS, and SNS stands for social networking sites. And then the friend, whose name was retracted, replies with, "What? How'd you manage that one?" Zuck replies with, "People just submitted it. I don't know why. They trust me," actually using quotes. And then he follows up with, "Dumb fucks." Really? Really, Mark Zuckerberg? You are a character. I think I lied to you when I said this video was going to be in 4 parts. I think it's only going to be in 3 parts because my video is already getting kind of long and I don't want to bore the viewers that might actually be watching this. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I'm just going to make a whole video in responses to your really cool thoughts and ideas that you've thrown out there that I have just basically ignored. I just wanted to say, Johnny, that your last video was fabulous. I was cracking up at it. I love the fact that you had like a little dentist guy just right up next to the screen. That was good. I liked it. Yeah, for realsies this time, I'm gonna post a video in response to you But in the meantime, I just wanted to make something where I could talk about how much I think my printer is out to get me and that Mark Zuckerberg seems like kind of a douche. I will see you quite soon, and I'm really excited to see your lovely face on my computer screen again. Bye, Johnny!